Welcome back to Redbird Arena. We're getting ready for the 3A championship game between Morton and Glenbard South. And I've got Glenbard South's head coach here, Morgan Eufrasio. Now, what did you guys do last night to prepare for this championship game?
I mean, we just tried to keep it to what we do every night before a game. Some of the girls came back and watched the 4A game, and then we went to dinner and called it early. I mean, they're tired. It's 2 games back-to-back, and so we just did our regular routine.
Now, what's your mindset and the team's mindset heading into this game?
I mean, I think it's been what it's been for the whole state playoffs. We got to make them play our tempo, play great defense, and then, take good shots and take the shots we want, and anyone can win tonight, so that's our goal.
Now, what is that tempo that you want to play?
Really slowly. We want to control the tempo and make sure every shot we take is a good shot, make them work defensively, and then get up in their face and play great defense like we've been doing the whole time. I mean, Morton's the tallest team I think we've seen from guard to post. So box out and find them.
All right, thanks so much, Coach. Good luck.
Thank you very much.
All right, and we'll be back after this break when we're going to get tipped off for our 3A championship game between Glenbard South and Morton.
When I was looking at different universities, I didn't want to choose a campus just for football. I needed a school that offered strong academics. At UNI, I discovered a program that gave me hands-on experience and connected me with industry professionals. I gained a better understanding of what it takes to be successful in a competitive industry. UNI helped me discover my passion of meeting people and telling important community-driven stories. Discover where you belong at the University of Northern Iowa.
You can spend it on anything. Animals and toys. I would buy a really, really, really big house. A motorcycle. I would go to college right now. Money. Put it in a shoe. Coats or watches. Anything.
Maggie Bear is a 2-time All-Stater, headed off to Drake for her college career. Yesterday, she put the Raiders of Glenbard South on her back for another double-double and a chance to win a first state title in school history. Another 2-time All-Stater, Tinley Dowell, led the Morton Potters with over 20 points yesterday. She's headed to Butler to play her college career. She's looking for a 3rd state championship. It's the Raiders and the Potters at Redbird Arena. We're on Illinois State's campus in Normal for the girls' 3A state championship, and it's a beautiful first Saturday in March here on the campus of Illinois State. We are on Doug Collins Court, ready to go for the 3A state championship. Nathan Weaver along with Rachel Galligan. And Rachel, we've got 2 teams with differing styles today. How does Glenbard South slow down Morton if they want to win a state title?
And that really is the big question. How does Glenbard South slow down this high-octane Morton offense? Morton's coming into the game averaging about 65 points per game. whereas Glenbard South is holding opponents under 28 points per game. So you're going to hear us talk about pace quite a bit. That's a tremendous key to this game. Two very conflicting styles of play, and ultimately going to be the deciding factor.
And if they are going to slow down Morton, it's going to have to come through Maggie Bear on both ends of the court.
Yeah, Maggie Bear. I mean, she truly willed her team past Sacred Heart Griffin yesterday in the semifinal with 16 points and a 13-rebound double-double. Matter of fact, she averages a double-double, and she has for the last 3 years of her high school career. She's headed to Drake next year, but first she's trying to get herself a state title.
On Morton's side, we talk a lot about Tenley Dowell, and rightfully so, a chance to be a 3-time state champion. And let's take a look at what Morton has done over the last 5 years. If they can add their name to this list one more time, it'll be 4 state titles in 5 years, and they beat one of the other state champions, Ridgewoods, in the sectional final last week.
Yeah, they did a great job, and in order for them to win again tonight and get themselves another state championship, it's going to go through Tenley Dowell and Lindsay Dullard with Morton. Tenley Dowell, she's one of the most skilled and composed players in this entire tournament, really through all the classes. She finished with 23 points on 7 of 9 shooting yesterday. She's really such a tremendous leader for this Potter squad. And then the junior, Lindsay Dullard, she's versatile. Her size is what makes her so fun to watch. At 6'1", she can do a little bit of everything, and I anticipate we're going to see quite a bit of that today in this championship game.
The championship trophy that both teams are looking to take home. Glenbard South looking for their first. Morton, their student sections turned out. They're looking for their 4th in 5 years. We will have the starting lineups and a whole lot more coming up from Redbird Arena to see who takes this trophy home in 32 minutes on NBC Sports Chicago.
I was in a terrible accident when I was 14 years old. My recovery was a challenge, to say the least. What I have learned from this experience has inspired me to help others overcome their obstacles. My name is Stephen Carroll, and I'm a country financial representative. I do what I do now to help people achieve their goal, one step at a time.
Find a representative at TakeSimpleSteps.com.
All across America, teenagers are making a difference, gaining respect, and changing the future. Here in Illinois, the future is now. 16 and 17-year-olds can now register to be organ tissue donors in Illinois. Nearly 5,000 people in our state need a life-saving organ, and about 300 people die every year waiting. Be part of the solution. Join the Illinois Secretary of State's Organ Tissue Donor Registry. Register at lifegoeson.com.
This event is brought to you by Champion. Since 1919, Champion has created the durable, authentic sportswear you need to conquer your goals. As the official uniform and apparel provider for the NFHS, Champion helps athletes at every level make their mark, the mark of a champion. View our apparel today at champion.com.
Redbird Arena filling up as we get ready for the 3A championship game between Glenbard South and Morton, ready to go here this afternoon. We take a look at the schools, where they're from, and we'll start off with Glenbard South out of Glen, Ellyn in DuPage County, out of the Upstate 8 Conference. Tim Carlson, the athletic director. Sandra Coughlin is the principal for the Raiders, and Morgan Eufrazio, their head coach. 118 miles to Redbird Arena for Glenbard South. They won a boys state cross-country title in 2002, a boys golf second place. They've got 2 softball state championships, now looking for girls basketball. And on the other side, Morton, right here by Peoria, just 28 miles from campus to Redbird Arena. 924 the enrollment out of the Mid-Illini Conference. Scott Jones, the athletic director of the Morton Potters, and Bob Becker, the head coach, has already won 3 state titles. They also have last year's baseball state title as well. which they won up in Joliet last June, a couple of boys golf titles in the last 5 years as well, plus a bass fishing state title for the Morton Potters as they look for another girls basketball state championship here today. We are ready for the anthem and all the introductions. Let's get it over to Jeff Fritzen on PA here at Redbird Arena.
And now, fans, before our soloist sings our national anthem, we ask that you remember and honor the men and women of the United States Armed Forces serving throughout the world with this moment of silence. Thank you. And now please join our guest soloist, Oliver Brand, a senior student at Rochester High School, in the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and in the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And now, here are your starting lineups for this Class 3A 2019 IHSA Girls Basketball State Championship. First, from Glenbard South, the sophomore, number 3, Lauren Cohen. Number 22, a junior, Raquel Laponte. Number 23, a sophomore, Iman Sellers. Number 34, a sophomore, Alex Wilharm. And number 42, a senior, Maggie Bear. And now the starting lineup for Morton High School. Number 1, a senior, Tinley Dowell. Number 4, a junior, Courtney Jones. Number 11, a junior, Peyton Deering. Number 23, a junior, Lindsay Dullard. And number 31, a freshman, Katie Krupa. Glenbard South brings a 27-7 record into today's game and is coached by Morgan Euphrasio.
The Morton Potters and the Glenbard South Redbirds ready to go. Morton has won 3 titles in the last 4 years. They're ready to go under Coach Becker. Maddie Becker is out there in uniform number 2. You see her right there in the middle of the screen. Will not play today, but she is giving her teammates last high five and inspiration. And she tore her ACL in the sectional. Her sister, who's playing for ICC right now in their last regular season game, gave her some advice because Josie had that same injury, and Piper had a chance to talk to Josie earlier in the week. Piper Shaw?
That's right. I did speak with Josie, and she said she was actually at that game when Maddie tore her ACL, and she said when she saw her go down, she was just hoping that she wouldn't grab her knee, and when she did, she said her heart just sank, knowing what she had gone through with that injury, and she said it took her about a full year to recover. Maddie's got surgery already on Tuesday, and she's hoping that she can be back on the court in October, ready for her senior season. And we heard from her dad, Coach Becker, already saying how it's absolutely heartbreaking not having his daughter on the court for this game. He says he'd rather not have her on the bench next to him, obviously. But Maddie told me that she's not giving up, and she said that is what being a Potter is all about.
Well, Josie playing for ICC, one of the best junior college teams in the country right now. The Cougars tipping off at 1 o'clock as well. Hopefully somebody over there at Ramsey Gym in East Peoria will be giving Josie some updates from our broadcast here as they're playing their last regular season game before starting the postseason next weekend in Danville. The Morton Potter students, they're ready to go. Over 700 of them here yesterday, and today they're filling both sides of Redbird Arena. And the Glenbard South fans, they're loud on the other side as well. They're ready to go. The opening tip, Ron Ritter, Mario Melendez, Randy Wilson. Congrats to those 3 gentlemen being selected to officiate this 3A state championship game. 3 ball for the Raiders, short by Cohen, rebounded by the Potters. Dullard. Deering, now Jones. Jones coming through. Dowell. Dowell had a good start yesterday. The rest of her Potters were a little shaky to get going. Some nerves. We'll see how that plays out in the first quarter today. Right inside, and free throws for the freshman Krupa. And that's 1 on Bear. And we take a look at Morgan Eufrazio on the sidelines for the Raiders. She played at Iowa. She won a state title here while playing for Hinsdale Central. And her assistant coach, Steve Gross, was her head coach at Hinsdale Central. First point in for Krupa, the freshman. Got the second as well. 70% free throw shooter. Is a freshman, future's bright for her.
See a little bit of Morton pressure, a little bit of trap action. They will do that just to get this pace going, to play this game fast the way they want to. See if they can turn Glenbard South over.
They want to go fast. Glenbard South wants to go slow. They'll get into this half court and do what they can to take 30 seconds or so and find that one good shot. Peyton Deering with the reach-in foul. You see Coach Becker, 20th year. He's already an IBCA Hall of Famer with 478 wins, 9 straight 26-win seasons, 5 straight of at least 31 wins. They won game number 32 yesterday.
And when you've got a resume like that, you can rock a bow tie like that, in my opinion at least.
I didn't get the memo though. I could have doubled up there on this side. Yeah, didn't get that communication from Coach Becker, but he's got the red bow tie and the sneakers to go with the suit. Here's Maggie Bear headed to Drake. She turns it over. Deering with the steal. Inside, and the rebound grabbed by Bear. 13 of those yesterday. You mentioned at the opening, she is a double-double machine.
Good take there by Dullard, but she missed a couple of those yesterday right around the basket. She can get it to the rim. She uses her length well, but going to have to finish those in this game.
3 ball from the corner is off the mark. LaPonte hit her first 3 yesterday. She ended up with 5 points. And she made her first, but then she missed her last 8. in yesterday's semifinal win, 32-27 over Sacred Heart Griffin. The Morton team beat Nazareth Academy 65-51. Krupa going right at Bear. Bear stood her ground, gets a block. Well, those two are going to go head-to-head like that all day. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, that's a fun matchup with what Katie Krupa can do. Just the freshman, not afraid to go right at Bear. How about that take?
The senior, Tenley Dowell, gets into the scoring column. She went right at Bear, too. Got the scoop for two.
Well, that's the thing that's fun about this Potter offense. Everyone's got tremendous length, and they can play off the bounce. They can get it to the rim. They can shoot it from the perimeter. So you have a lot of versatility as you see them trying to trap, forcing a 10-second call, which is exactly what they were trying to do.
And you can see Maggie Bear right now telling her teammates they got to come back to her and help out. Let's take a look at her defense.
Maggie Bear, I mean, she's so long. You know, she had 5 blocks the semifinal game yesterday and has tremendous timing. She's trying to get that possession back for her Raiders.
They officially credit her with 1 on that possession. Here's Dowell. No stranger to this court. Her 6th game on this floor in her high school career. That's more games as Krupa takes it at Bear to get it to go. She's got 4. But how about this? Tenley Dowell's now played more games on this court than she has in almost every gym on the road in the Mid-Atlantic Conference, where she plays once a year.
That's an incredible stat.
She's been in double digits in 4 of those 5. Bear for 3. No, and the rebound for Deering. Dullard. Dullard again. Into Jones, and she's fouled. See if that's on Sellers for the foul, and it is on Sellers, her first, team second. 4:11 to go in the first quarter. Morton 6-0. The Raiders fans trying to get their team going. The Potters fans are already in mid-game 4.
You can spend it on anything. Animals and toys. I would buy a really, really, really big house. A motorcycle. I would go to college right now. Money. Shoe. Coats or watches. Anything.
When I was looking at different universities, I didn't want to choose a campus just for football. I needed a school that offered strong academics. At UNI, I discovered a program that gave me hands-on experience and connected me with industry professionals. I gained a better understanding of what it takes to be successful in a competitive industry. UNI helped me discover my passion of meeting people and telling important community-driven stories. Discover where you belong at the University of Northern Iowa.
When you're visiting Bloomington Normal, the best place to stay is the Holiday Inn Express and Suites. Conveniently located just off I-55 and Veterans Parkway, the Holiday Inn Express is just minutes from food and shopping, as well as the Illinois State and Illinois Wesleyan campuses. Visit ihsg.com or call 309-862-1600 for reservations. A 6-0 start for the Morton Potters. Let's get to know sophomore Lauren Cohen, whose sister was on the Raiders last year. She wishes she had the talent to sing, and she's a big Maggie Bear fan.
Maggie Bear clearly is the funniest teammate. I heard a number of those young ladies talk about that shoot around the other day. And the best dressed teammate, also Maggie Bear. What can't Maggie Bear do?
Does that mean she has Lululemon?
Probably.
See, I learned from yesterday, Rachel. Learned something this weekend. There you go. Lindsay Dullard with the basketball, 6-0 Morton. 2 for 4 from the field and a pair of free throws. They've already forced 2 Raiders turnovers. Dullard backdoor cut to Dowell and blocked out of bounds, but a foul called. Is that 2 on Bear? If it's on her, and it is. Let's take a look.
Oh man, that's a close one. Her hand did come down, but regardless, great job by the Morton Potters coming out of the jump with the key was we have to go at her, and we got to go at her early. Let's see if we can get her to pick up 2 quick fouls. Probably not going to take her out. Continue to be aggressive and make her make plays, see if we can get her in some foul trouble.
Dowell, a 75% free throw shooter, makes them both, and a turnover. Doller for 3. Yep. 11-0, timeout, Glenbard South. They hit you in a hurry.
And it all starts with turnovers. It starts with defense. Head coach Bob Becker said, hey, you know, we do want to play fast. We want to take smart shots. We want to work our offense if we don't have anything in transition. But ideally, if we can turn you over and play out in the fast break, we can. And that was a big-time shot there by Lindsay Dullard. High-level shot for the future UAB Blazer.
Courtney Jones with the steal right there, right over the middle. Went up and got it, and Dowell with the head up. Found her teammate. You know, they've done that plenty. The Potters. So 11-0 to Morton on the Dollard 3. And another turnover. They did take Bear out of the game at that timeout, by the way. So we'll see how Glenbard South adjusts. Kaluzzi came in forward. Dollard goes at the basket. Offensive putback is there for Raquel Freites. The Lewistown transfer off the bench is into the scoring column. 13-0. Bears at the score table to sub back in as a double team. They get it to Will Harm. No good, and Dowell with the rebound. She's 1 on 3. Jones. Layup is good. Everything's rolling in for the Potters right now.
Great job by Tenley Dow. She didn't have anything on the break. She dribbled it back out onto the perimeter, knew she had a teammate trailing. She's a tremendous passer. She's got great court vision.
Looking the ball up the floor. LaPonte loses the handle. Jump ball, and that's going to go to Morton. Another turnover. Bears coming back in, and they got to get some offense. They got to get her back in the game despite the 2 fouls.
Yeah, you know, at this point, you have to rely on your senior that she can play without fouling. They've got to have her out on the court. Just her leadership on top of, you know, the physicality, the length, the rim protection that she does bring, the scoring. At this point, being down 15-0, she can't be on that bench.
She's on Dollard now as Krupa went to the bench. Megan Gold subbed in for the Potters. Deering came back in as well. Turnovers 5 for Glenbard South, 0 for Morton in the first 6 minutes. And there's 1, so broadcaster Jinx, I guess that works on turnovers too.
And a bit of a relief for the Raiders as they're able to turn Morton over. Struggled a little bit against this Potter full court 1-3-1 pressure. Been aggressive at times. Other times it's been kind of just token.
In the lane, it's Bear, got it taken away. Here comes Peyton Deering. To Dowell. Freites to Dowell, fake the 3. Dollard spinning on Bear, and that's a foul. If it's on Bear, it's 3 in the first quarter. There was help there as well, and it's not on Bear, so they dodge a bullet there. It's on Kaluzzi. You see it right there at the reach in. Bear took a deep breath on that one before the official put the number up on that foul. Dowell out, Freites out for Morton. Jones subs back in. We see Bridget Wood for the first time. Dollard hit her 1,000th career point yesterday. Misses both free throws. Bear knocked away. You can see Morton every time Maggie Bear touches the ball. There are 3 Morton Potters right next to her.
Well, and Morton's constantly communicating as to where she's at. They want to have at least 2 defenders around her at all times, really trying to stay in that passing lane. Playing behind her, using the length of Dullard to kind of offset that, but they're constantly talking about where is she on the court.
Double team Wood there as well. 3-ball, LaPonte is good, and they needed that one. Rocky LaPonte for 3. She hit their first points yesterday as well. 3-ball against the Cyclones. Jones around 2 defenders, split the double team for 2.
Great take there by Courtney Jones, energy kid. Coach says she's gained so much confidence this year on the offensive end of the floor with her ability to really drive it hard, get herself to the free throw line.
She moved over to the 2 guard when Maddie Becker got hurt in the sectional semifinal against Canton. And here's a foul against Peyton Deering. Fouling Calusi, and that's 2 on Deering. She has both of their fouls. 2 personal, 2 team. Dowell and Cooper back in. Dullard gets a breather. And Deering goes to the bench as well. Kat Carr is in, a sophomore. She's been their spark plug off the bench, number 20 for the Raiders. See if she can get them going here this afternoon. Carr. Now Cohen. Against his own. 3 seconds left. They need to get a shot up. I don't think they see the clock. Carr will not get a shot off. So Morton's defense prevented Glenbard South from getting a shot off after they started on a 15-0 run to start the ball game. Morton with this bucket. Inside from Jones. Leads by 14 after 1.
I remember over the summer, Coach Ellis coming up to me and saying, we might have a family moving here from France.
My name is Louis.
My name is Lola.
And I just moved here in Evanston 3 months ago.
Basketball has a way of holding you accountable.
That's what's great about sports, is it's about habits. You know, you're building habits.
Always.
The NFHS Learning Center is the leader in online education for the interscholastic community. At nfhslearn.com, you can find over 60 courses for coaches, administrators, officials, parents, students, and performing arts programs, including over 25 free courses such as concussion in sports, heat illness prevention, sudden cardiac arrest, and protecting students from abuse. For more information, visit the NFHS Learning Center.
In a hurry but want a fresh, affordable meal to serve your family or friends? Biaggi's Pronto Packs make it easy to enjoy an authentic Italian meal at home or on the go. Perfect for small groups and starting at just $30. The Pronto Pack comes with pasta, 2 pizzas, a salad, and bread with Biaggi's delicious butter for dipping. Biaggi's can take care of your large group as well with their delicious party pans. With 6 Illinois locations, Biaggi's carryout is the perfect solution for your busy lifestyle. Yesterday, Glenbard South gave up 14 points in the first quarter, just 13 the rest of the way. Today, they give up 17 in the first quarter, and inside the huddle, they talked about what they need to do better on defense.
They're making you play defense. They got 17 points because they're being patient. Keep them in front of you. Make them make shots, not layups. All right? No more layups.
We've come back all season for the bachelor's court, okay? All year. Nothing different. We just got to play great D, and then offensively be way more patient. Take your time.
Not guarded.
You heard head coach Morgan Euphrasio there talking about we can't be scared. I really think that first quarter Morton was able to force the Glenbard South really to just kind of playing on their heels, kind of side to side, maybe a little bit timid. Obviously the foul trouble of Maggie Bear does not help in any stretch, but offensively, their goal is to force Morton to play defense for more than 20 seconds, slow this pace down, frustrate them, and get the shots they're looking for.
Bear all the way out near midcourt, gets the offense going. Did not get a shot off in that possession in the first quarter. LaPonte for three here, off the mark. But they keep it alive through Carr. Try another three, and that one I think was partially blocked. Dowell chases it down and out of bounds. Last touch by the Raiders, so Morton basketball. A couple offensive rebounds, but no points for the Raiders. 3 players in, including Lindsay Dillard for the Potters. Finley Dowell with 2 assists, 4 points in the early going. Already had 5 different players score for Morton, including freshman Katie Krupa. She has it now with Bear extended out. Dillard, 3 ball, off the mark. Bear the rebound.
That's what the Raiders want to do. They want to limit you to one and done, do a good job on the glass.
Cohen's pass deflected by Deering and out of bounds. There are no easy passes right now for the Raiders bringing the ball up the court.
Yeah, that's the problem. Morton does such a good job defensively. They're so long that as you're trying to work the clock and work multiple sides of the floor, you're risking really a lot of deflections, and Morton's being really aggressive, flying around, trying to trap, deflecting passes as they did.
Freshman Krupa denying that entry pass. Now it's Frakes. Dillard for Dowell, who calls out a play. Frakes again. Now Deering. Denied by Bear. She saved it in bounds. Great defense by Maggie Bear. Now LaPonte will work it up the court. That's the defense that Coach Eufrazio and Coach Gross were looking for in that inside the huddle. Bear. Mid-range jumper short. And Deering leads the break for Morton. Dillard in transition. Taking it into the lane. Blocked by Bear. Great defense.
2 high-level competitors going at it at the rim on that play. Maggie Bear, her timing, her ability to block shots is as good as we've seen.
She just got fouled by Krupa. That'll be the second there. Let's take a look at Bear.
Maggie Bear with the deflection, the senior laying it out, laying it all out in her final senior game, and the big-time stop at the rim. That's why she is so dominant on both ends of the floor, not just offensively, but what she brings to the table defensively.
3 ball, LaPonte, no. A rebound grab by Frakes. Dowell. Whistle, and that's going to go against the Potters. Neither team has scored here in the second quarter. And Krupa has picked up 2 fouls in the last 30 seconds. So the freshman, 6'1" freshman who averages 9 points per game, goes to the bench with 4 points and a rebound, but now 2 fouls. Sellers back in for Glenbard South.
Another opportunity here for Glenbard South against a little bit of a smaller lineup in some areas. Opportunity for them to chip into this lead a little bit, headed into the break.
So far, 1 of 9 shooting for Glenbard South. They've only attempted 2 two-pointers. 1 by Wilhorn, 1 by Bear. Everything else has been from deep. Frakes. Now nowhere to go. Finally gets it into the corner. Cohen, travel. Defensive possession for the Morton Potters. They did not give any shots. They forced their 8th turnover of the contest. Morton up 14 at Redbird Arena.
All across America, teenagers are making a difference, gaining respect, and changing the future. Here in Illinois, the future is now. 16 and 17-year-olds can now register to be organ tissue donors in Illinois. Nearly 5,000 people in our state need a life-saving organ, and about 300 people die every year waiting. Be part of the solution. Join the Illinois Secretary of State's Organ Tissue Donor Registry. Register at lifegoeson.com.
We started growing pumpkins and selling pumpkins in a roadside stand the first year my 10-year-old was born. People come, pick out their pumpkins, and they put their money in the box. We have the kids help out on the farm, and they get to keep the money for their college savings. With my kids and my customers, my goal is to improve their situation.
With Country Financial, if you just take simple steps, preparing for college isn't as overwhelming as you think. Find an authorized representative near you at takesimplesteps.com.
Tonight at 7:15 on NBC Sports Chicago, it's the IHSA Girls Basketball Class 4A Championship. Watch as Maine West takes on Mother McCauley for a state title. You can also live stream the game at NBCSportsChicago.com/IHSA. Maine West going for that perfect season tonight. And we see Lindsay Doller, number 23, so far today with 3 points on the three-pointer made. She is a One Tree Hill fan, one of a bunch of Potters who can solve a Rubik's Cube better than Rachel and I can, and she plays some volleyball as well.
Not too surprised about the volleyball with her athleticism. And
they were sectional champions this year, were the Morton Potters in volleyball. Knocked off the South Peru there. And here's Jones for 3, off the mark. Dowell, right place, right time, and that foul is not on Bear, it's on Cohen. Bear blocked it out of bounds, but Cohen tripped up Dowell.
Bear blocked it out of bounds, and that went up into about the 3rd row.
I think it goes towards the band. I'll take a look at it. Right out of bounds. Dowell makes the free throw. 6 points in the semifinals her freshman year, 11 points in the championship game. Sophomore year, 15 in the semi, 12 in the championship game. Yesterday, 23 to go with 8 rebounds. And she has 6 of Morton's 19 today.
I think one of the most important things or most impressive things about Tenley Dow is her basketball IQ and her poise out on the court. Yesterday, Morton started out a little bit rattled, and the senior, as you would expect from your senior, but such a skilled one who can play at such a high level and is able to understand what's a good shot, what's a bad shot, what her team needs at specific moments. She's always talking. She's a great leader for this Potter team.
Butler might want to schedule a couple of games here, non-conference against Illinois State. Maybe she can have a college game on this court like you did.
I imagine that they probably will.
27 for you for Eastern, right? On this gym?
Hey.
3 ball off the glass.
I think you're right.
I am. I know I'm right.
My last game on this court, yes, 27 points.
Breaks to Dullard. Now it's Dowell. Glenbard South stretching out their defense. Frakes takes it right at Bear and got it to go off bus. The 5'9" sophomore. 4 for Frakes. She was on an 8th grade state championship team. Lewistown Central. Her first year in the Morton program. Here comes Dowell leading the break. Knocked away. And a 5-on-5. Dowell cutting through right at Bear. Could not finish. Bear stood her ground despite having 2 fouls there. Bear for 3. She has that in her arsenal as the Queen of the Hill 2 years ago and made the Final 4 in the 3-point shootout this weekend. Couldn't hit it here. Dullard. Around Bear. Layup is good. Lindsay Dullard.
Man. Saw that little hesitation shot fake and the lefty doing what she likes best. Getting it to the rim, going left. Man, she's smooth.
Now it's Bear. Lead is 20. Carr for three. Rims out. We see Lindsay Dullard going to the basket. The junior for two.
Nice little hesitation, a little bit of a step through. The footwork on that play with her hesitation, she broke Bear's ankles just a little bit on that. She went down, but we talk about Lindsay Dullard, her versatility, the way she can score. She can do a little bit of everything.
Two minutes to go in the first half. Sellers trying to charge her way through and has it taken away by Dowell. Dowell behind the back. Going to work is Dullard again. In the corner. Dump it down, shot no good, but another opportunity. Freights couldn't connect. With Krupa having two fouls, it's number 44, Addie Cox, a 5'10 senior, who is in now. To give some size in the middle of the defense for Morton. Carr driving all the way through and gets the bucket to go. 5 points for the Raiders, their first two of the day.
It's a great aggressive take there by Kat Carr. That's what the Raiders have to do. Again, we talked about them kind of playing side to side, being on their heels. Get it to the rim, make Morton try and make a play. So you can get yourself to the free throw line.
The head down went right through, and that's exactly what Coach Eufrasio told us about Kat Carr. Brings intensity and heart, can be a momentum changer and a big spark off the bench. Krupa back in, goes right at Bear, and that's foul number 3 on Maggie Bear. One of them was picking up a third as soon as that whistle blew.
You can see the disappointment on Maggie Bear's face. She can't believe it right before the half, but you can't say enough about Katie Krupa, what she's been able to do since she started the game. You know, they've pointed the emphasis of getting the ball inside to her. Just the freshman who's not afraid to go toe-to-toe with Maggie Bear, the all-state performer.
Free throws no good for Krupa. Under a minute to go. The free throw is good for Krupa this time. She's going to go back out so she doesn't pick up a third foul before the halftime break. Bear is on the bench now. Cohen to Sellers. Back to Cohen for three. Short. Jones the rebound. Left side for Deering. Dowell. They'll back it up. 20 seconds left to go in the half. It's been all Morton. They've got a 19-point lead. What is right now the best defensive half and a state title. A game appearance in any class. Jones. She got a shot off. Deering will. That's off the mark. But Morton holds Glenbard South to 5 points. Freeport scored 8 in 3A in 09 against Richwoods. Augusta Southeastern had 6 back in 2002. But 5, that's a new state title game record for fewest points in a half as Morton put the defensive clamps down on the Raiders of Glenbard South. They have a 24-5 lead at the break. They've had 5 different players score. They've all gotten at least 4 to spread it out. Coach Becker is over with Piper Shaw. Piper?
Hi, guys. Yeah, I've got Coach Becker here. Coach, you guys have talked so much about how the pace in this game was really going to be key. Is this the pace that you like to see?
That's what we want. I mean, I thought our kids did an awesome job of setting the tone early defensively and really getting after them. taking them out of their comfort zone, and then we were able to get out and transition a few times and play a little bit faster than I think that they're comfortable playing.
Now your team has depth. How is that depth helping you in this game?
Well, hopefully it helps because we get a little break and we can play full go the whole time. We're not taking a rest while we're on the court.
All right, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thanks.
All right, Nate, back to you.
Thanks to Piper, thanks to Coach Becker as well as he's ready into the locker room after his Morton Potters hold Glenbard South to 5 points. They get a couple of strong takes off the bench. Raquel Frakes with one of them and Lindsay Dullard with the other. Morton by 19 at halftime.
When I was looking at different universities, I didn't want to choose a campus just for football. I needed a school that offered strong academics. At UNI, I discovered a program that gave me hands-on experience and connected me with industry professionals. I gained a better understanding of what it takes to be successful in a competitive industry. UNI helped me discover my passion of meeting people and telling important community-driven stories. Discover where you belong at the University of Northern Iowa.
You can spend it on anything. Animals and toys. I would buy a really, really, really big house. A motorcycle. I would go to college right now. Money. Shoe. Coats or watches. Anything.
Welcome back to Redbird Arena, where Morton is leading Glenbard South 24-5 in our championship game, in our 3A championship game. I am Piper Schott, and I'm going to bring in our analyst here, Rachel Galligan, to talk a little bit about what we have seen in this matchup. Rachel, what has Morton been able to do defensively that is frustrating Glenbard South?
Well, I think, as you heard Coach Bob Becker say right before half, they were able to come out, really set the tone early, and it was on the defensive end of the floor. They've really been aggressive. They've been overplaying passing lanes. They've kind of kept Glenbard South on their heels, got them playing side to side as opposed to really attacking the basket. And that stat is as prevalent as ever, besides just the score. But Glenbard South has shot no free throws as opposed to Morton, who's shot 10, and that's an aggressive stat. It really tells you they're not getting it to the rim. They're playing side to side. The amount of turnovers that Morton has been able to force them into are the biggest difference in the game.
Now, we've heard Coach Eufrasio talk about how they can struggle offensively. What does Glenbard South have to do to get back in this game?
Well, I think the first thing is you can't worry about the scoreboard. You have to worry about yourself and getting back to the team that you know you are, and that starts with composure and being able to take care of the basketball, aggressive plays. Let's get it to the rim. Let's get Morton on their heels. They were the aggressor in the first half. Let's come out the second half and kind of punch them in the chin and see if we can be aggressive and get ourselves to the free throw line. Like I said, just doing whatever you can. And then on the defensive end of the floor, you got to come up with stops as well. You got to be flying around. You got to be trying to, force traps, getting up in pressure. And so a lot of times, the defensive end of the floor is going to kind of be a direct result as to kind of what you're doing offensively. And for me, or for what I feel like Glenbard South has to do, it starts on the defensive end of the floor.
Now, what have you seen from Glenbard South's Maggie Bear? She was looking a little bit frustrated towards the end here.
Yeah, I mean, it is frustrating. She picked up her third foul, and, she's trying to be a rim protector. She's trying to protect the basket. She's trying to communicate and settle her team down, but this is really a credit to Morton. They really have done a good job of going inside to Katie Krupa early. That was a key going into the game. Head coach Bob Becker said, hey, we've got to see if we can get her on the bench, take her out of her game. And everything starts with Maggie Bear offensively for the Raiders, and she's been out of it this first half because of her foul trouble.
All right, thank you so much, Rachel. And we've got some great fans here, tons of Potters fans here. We'll be back with more Morton versus Glenbard South after the break.
I was in a terrible accident when I was 14 years old. My recovery was a challenge, to say the least. What I have learned from this experience has inspired me to help others overcome their obstacles. My name is Stephen Carroll, and I'm a country financial representative. I do what I do now to help people achieve their goal, one step at a time.
Find a representative at TakeSimpleSteps.com.
All across America, teenagers are making a difference, gaining respect, and changing the future. Here in Illinois, the future is now. 16 and 17-year-olds can now register to be organ tissue donors in Illinois. Nearly 5,000 people in our state need a life-saving organ, and about 300 people die every year waiting. Be part of the solution. Join the Illinois Secretary of State's Organ Tissue Donor Registry. Register at lifegoeson.com.
This event is brought to you by Champion. Since 1919, Champion has created the durable, authentic sportswear you need to conquer your goals. As the official uniform and apparel provider for the NFHS, Champion helps athletes at every level make their mark, the mark of a champion. View our apparel today at champion.com.
It's halftime here at Redbird Arena in our 3A championship game, and Morton is leading Glenbard South 24-5, and we've got tons of fans here who are being entertained by the sounds of Lincoln East Way. Stay with us, we'll have more after this.
You can spend it on anything. Animals and toys. I would buy a really, really, really big house. A motorcycle. I would go to college right now. Money. Shoe. Coats or watches. Anything.
When I was looking at different universities, I didn't want to choose a campus just for football. I needed a school that offered strong academics. At UNI, I discovered a program that gave me hands-on experience and connected me with industry professionals. I gained a better understanding of what it takes to be successful in a competitive industry. UNI helped me discover my passion of meeting people and telling important community-driven stories. Discover where you belong at the University of Northern Iowa.
I remember over the summer, Coach Ellis coming up to me and saying, we might have a family moving here from France.
My name is Louis.
My name is Roland.
And I just moved here in Evanston 3 months ago.
Basketball has a way of holding you accountable.
That's what's great about sports, is it's about habits. You know, you're building habits.
Always.
3A championship game, and I've got Glenbard South head coach here, Morgan Eufrazio. Now, what do you guys need to be doing in this second half to slow Morton down?
We just got to make sure we're not taking the first shot. I mean, I think we've done 1 or 2 passes and taken the first shot every time. We got to let our offense work.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Coach.
Thank you.
All right, and we'll be back after this.
The NFHS Learning Center is the leader in online education for the interscholastic community. At NFHSLearn.com, you can find over 60 courses for coaches, administrators, officials, parents, students, and performing arts programs, including over 25 free courses such as concussion in sports, heat illness prevention, sudden cardiac arrest, and protecting students from abuse. For more information, visit the NFHS Learning Center.
All across America, teenagers are making a difference, gaining respect, and changing the future. Here in Illinois, the future is now. 16 and 17-year-olds can now register to be organ tissue donors in Illinois. Nearly 5,000 people in our state need a life-saving organ, and about 300 people die every year waiting. Be part of the solution. Join the Illinois Secretary of State's Organ Tissue Donor Registry. Register at lifegoeson.com.
We started growing pumpkins and selling pumpkins in a roadside stand the first year my 10-year-old was born. People come, pick out their pumpkins, and they put their money in the box. We have the kids help out on the farm, and they get to keep the money for their college savings. With my kids and my customers, my goal is to improve their situation.
With Country Financial, if you just take simple steps, preparing for college isn't as overwhelming as you think. Find an authorized representative near you at takesimplesteps.com.
Morton with the lead as the Scheffler family enjoys the afternoon here at Redbird Arena. They got some snacks ready to go, and now we're ready for the second half. Take a look at the first half stats. Field goal percentage obviously jumps out. So do steals, so do points in the paint, and you mentioned free throws in your chat at halftime with Piper.
Yeah, you definitely want to shore up that free throw stat for Glenbard South and see if you can get some early points with Maggie Bayer. Get her going inside. Get yourself some points in the paint.
19-point lead for Morton. They start the second half. Now they're going towards their fans as well. And good deny by Bayer. She's got to be careful not to pick up the fourth, though. Jones out around the perimeter. Now it's Dowell to Dollard. Dowell. Too strong. Krupa put back. No. And the rebound for Sellers. So a couple looks for the Potters, and the Raiders play tough D. Double team into the corner. Wilharm for Bayer, and knocked out. That'll stay with the Raiders.
And that's what makes it so difficult for Glenbard South to be patient and to run their offense when Morton is trapping like that. Everything's very frantic. Morton has controlled the pace of this game for the entirety of it so far.
Cohen for three, and
that's
they need a
shot.
nine.
That's a big shot.
30% three-point shooter, knocks it down. She had 8 points yesterday. Sister Sarah was on this Raiders team last year, now plays soccer at DePaul. 3 field goals now for the Raiders. 2 of them have been long threes. LaPonte and now Cohen. Dollard for the answer. Short. The Raiders are looking to score. 2 straight possessions to start the second half. Bayer surveys the defense. It's Dollard on Bayer now. Krupa playing with a couple of fouls as well, is taking Wilharm here in the second half. Sellers for 3. It's a bit too strong. She measured that out. It looked good.
She had all the time in the world to be able to get that shot off, and it about bounced in there off the shot clock. It's a good look.
Dowell gets Morton into their offense. Spinning, finding Jones. Jones baseline, lost the handle. Good defense, Sellers. And then Bear cleans it up. Only turnover number 4 for the Potters this afternoon. Cohen. Again, going at Jones. Cohen drives it in. Layup is good. Lauren Cohen with 5 points here in the third quarter. The Raiders have doubled their first half output. Less than 3 minutes of the third quarter. Morton gone over 5 minutes without a field goal. Dowell, she was in trouble, picked up her dribble. Jones helps her out. The Raiders fans, they're trying to get into it behind the Glenbard South bench. Get their team to play strong defense. Backdoor cut, Dollard, blocked. And now it's Glenbard South again. Morton bench was looking for a foul. Bear drives on Krupa. Dishes. Bear has it back. You see the more patient play now here in the third quarter that Coach Eufrazio talked with Piper about at halftime. Ponte to Wilhelm. Now to Bear. Went back door. Layup is there. Maggie Bear is on the scoreboard.
You got to find a way to get Maggie Bear going offensively. She hasn't had very many looks, very many touches. I'd get the ball in her hands every time down the floor. If she's not going to score, she's at least going to create something.
7 straight for the Raiders. Jones for 3, off the mark. Bear was grabbing the rebound, and she was being held by Krupa. That'll be 3 fouls on the freshman, Katie Krupa, as the Raiders have held Morton scoreless over the first 4 minutes and 30 seconds of the second half. The deficit's down to 12. Defense by the Raiders, which they then have turned into offense.
When I was looking at different universities, I didn't want to choose a campus just for football. I needed a school that offered strong academics. At UNI, I discovered a program that gave me hands-on experience and connected me with industry professionals. I gained a better understanding of what it takes to be successful in a competitive industry. UNI helped me discover my passion of meeting people and telling important community-driven stories. Discover where you belong at the University of Northern Iowa.
You can spend it on anything. Animals and toys. I would buy a really, really, really big house. A motorcycle. I would go to college right now. Money. Shoe. Coats or watches. Anything.
Morton up 24-12. Glenbard South on a 7-0 run to start the third quarter. And let's get to know one of the Glenbard South Raiders with a 3-pointer already gone through today for Rocky LaPonte, number 22 for the Raiders. And she wishes she could dance. She's a big Vampire Diaries fan. And Chipotle is her pregame go-to meal.
Nathan, can you dance?
Can I dance?
Yeah.
Not well. I do the ballpark dances, you know, on the dugout, like a little YMCA or
like Cupid Shuffle.
Cupid Shuffle.
Oh yeah, that's a classic.
Cotton Eye Joe.
Yeah, that's a Cotton Eye Joe.
They played at minor league baseball games. I'm dancing to it. That's what I got. Anything else, you're on your own. Foul against Morton is their second of the second half. I can't eat a lot of Chipotle though off the traffic, so I got that covered.
I'm shocked.
Cat Carr comes away with that loose ball. They nearly turned it over. Morton's last field goal came with 2:20 to go in the first half. And they knock it away here, and Deering comes away with the steal. Dowell gets it back. Morton scored at least 24 times this season in 35 games. Looked like they were on pace to get that again after the first quarter, and they scored 17, but just 7 points since. And now have gone a full quarter without a field goal. Dollard. Now to Dowell. Crisscrossing through the lane.
Morton making Glenbard South defend for close to a minute on that possession.
The Raiders come away with the basketball. Deering misses the three, and it went out of bounds. You can see Coach Eufrasio telling them, all right, now let's get it and go. Run our offense.
That's what they want to do. They want to wear you down offensively by making you defend for an extended amount of time, and then they'll wear you down because they can defend for an extended amount of time.
Cat Carr back to Cohen. This is Morton's zone. Back door. LaPonte lobbed it up for Bear. Off glass and good. Maggie Bear with 4 and a 9-0 run. Timeout Morton. Coach Becker does not like the way this third quarter is going. A 19-point lead has been shaved down to 10. Glenbard South now able to run their offense.
Yeah, they've been able to, I think they've settled in a little bit. I think they've kind of relaxed. Obviously getting the ball into Maggie Bear's hands is a huge part of this. Her being able to be on the court, finding some sort of rhythm offensively. She's only got 4 points coming into this game, averaging just under 17 a game and about 14 rebounds, averages a double-double. But we've seen, you know, the first half was all Morton, and Morton controlling the tempo, being the aggressors, forcing turnovers, getting out and running. So far this second half, it's been all Glenbard South. Defending, slow possessions, that's the way they want to play. They've controlled this entire second half so far.
Glenbard South got third here last year and now on a 9-0 run to get this back down to 10. Ready to go for this one. Glenbard South on a 9-0 run. And back for Lindsay Dollard. Frakes. Now Dowell. Cohen wasn't flinching at all. Deering, left side, trying to get Krupa open in the middle. Bear really playing off her right now. It's inside for Frakes, back to Deering. Another strong defensive stand by the Raiders. They're trying to pitch a shutout in this third quarter.
That would be an interesting question. Has Morton ever been held scoreless in a quarter so far this year?
They had a game earlier this year. They led Pekin 53-0 at halftime. think they've been on the receiving end of that in a long time. Frakes with 20. Dollard was going back door, but LaFonte stayed with her. Cohen on Dowell. Now Dollard and Dowell under 10, knocked away. Dowell to Krupa, and a foul on Bear with 2.7 seconds left in the third quarter. It's going to be her fourth. Krupa and Bear going head-to-head, both playing with 3 fouls.
How about Tenley Dowell and the composure that she just played that entire possession with? Understood, ball got tipped away. She was able to secure it, understood how much time was on the clock, penetrated, drew the defender, dropped it down to Krupa, who's been a force inside, really combated Bear tremendously. As you said, she picked up her 4th, and definitely a frustrating game for her, but Morton's going to score their first points of the quarter with under 3 seconds remaining.
They've missed 9 straight field goal attempts, have the Potters and the free throws extend their lead back to 12. Inbounds. Cohen lets fly off the side of the backboard. So Glenbard South won the third quarter 9-2, but Morton is 8 minutes away from another state title, leading the Raiders by 12 at Redbird Arena.
I was in a terrible accident when I was 14 years old. My recovery was a challenge, to say the least. What I have learned from this experience has inspired me to help others overcome their obstacles. My name is Stephen Carroll, and I'm a country financial representative. I do what I do now to help people achieve their goal, one step at a time.
Find a representative at TakeSimpleSteps.com.
NBC Sports Chicago is the home for IHSA basketball championships. Coverage continues Friday with the boys class 1A semifinals at 11 a.m. You can also live stream the games at NBCSportsChicago.com/IHSA. We take a listen to what Bob Becker had to talk about. His team did not score a field goal in the third quarter, but they're still up by 12. Let's see Coach Becker's message to his squad.
One stop and rebound at a time. I would expect them to come extend their pressure. We're attacking, okay? We're going dive, motion offense. We're in dive, and now we got to attack a little bit. But just be smart about it. We have timeouts if we need it, and have a compensate.
Here, Coach Becker, they're talking to his team about be smart about it, value possessions, but continue to be aggressive. You know, you don't want to play passive. Feel like Morton might have played that half at Glenbard South's pace. Continue to be aggressive, do what we do, force some turnovers. They're going to switch up defense a little bit, especially on Bear.
She's back in. She's set for a whole 2.7 seconds with those 4 fouls. So
that's about all they can afford to have her sit.
Looks like they've got Dollard on her. Jones to Krupa. The freshman leading the break gets fouled and will go to the line. Krupa can get it going in transition too.
Man, I'm really impressed with Katie Krupa. The 6'1" freshman is pretty versatile. She's got some good size. She can play with her back to the basket. She can get it to the rim. She's going toe-to-toe with one of the best players in the state.
Well, she came here and sat in the stands while she was in junior high and watched the Morton Potters win 3 state titles. Now she's out there 6 of 7 from the line today, 8 points total. Left it short. And it is Dollard on Bear in what looks like a box and one. She's all the way out on Bear near midcourt. Bear had 4 points in that third quarter. She's also playing with 4 fouls. Sellers brings it down, and Dowell strips it away. Diving in, her and Sellers are all tangled up. Morton goes the other way with it. Deering left it for Dowell. And a foul on Cohen. Chasing Dowell all over the court. Tenley never stops moving.
Tenley Dow's just sound like a broken record. She is the heart and soul of this team. The composure, the leadership, always directing. She's smart. Everybody on this Morton team has a high basketball IQ, but Tenley Dow is really the anchor in that. And she can make something out of nothing. One of the smartest players we've seen in this tournament so far.
Dollard to Krupa. Jones. To Deering. 6.5 left. Dollard looking over the top of LaPonte. Now starts to move into Krupa. Bears got 4. She held her ground, got a piece of it. Now Dowell back to Krupa, and we've got a out of bounds, I believe is the call. The Glenbard South player reached in to touch the ball and was standing out of bounds. Trying to tie up Tenley Dowell. Krupa throws it away. Bear picks it up. Lead is 13. It's been as high as 20. But Morton's last 3 points are free throws. Their last field goal came with 2:20 to go in the second quarter. Cohen, 3-ball, no good, and Dowell the rebound. Dowell. Krupa and Bear battling in the post. Krupa playing with 3 fouls, Bear playing with 4. Dowell lobs it inside. Nice extra pass to Dollard, couldn't finish. Got her own rebound. Dowell right to the basket at Bear for the layup.
What a great offensive possession there by Morton. Katie Krupa hurdled over a fallen Raider defender, missed the layup, and second chance opportunities as Tenley Dowell. Nice strong take to the rim.
13 minutes between field goals for the Morton Potters. But as they score, they lead by 15. Sellers. Now it's LaPonte. Dished out, and timeout call by Glenbard South. It'll be a full timeout with 4:42 to play. We'll take the break with them. Morton's lead is 15 with a little bit more than half a quarter to go.
All across America, teenagers are making a difference, gaining respect, and changing the future. Here in Illinois, the future is now. 16 and 17-year-olds can now register to be organ tissue donors in Illinois. Nearly 5,000 people in our state need a life-saving organ, and about 300 people die every year waiting. Be part of the solution. Join the Illinois Secretary of State's Organ Tissue Donor Registry. Register at lifegoeson.com.
This event is brought to you by Champion. Since 1919, Champion has created the durable, authentic sportswear you need to conquer your goals. As the official uniform and apparel provider for the NFHS, Champion helps athletes at every level make their mark, the mark of a champion. View our apparel today at champion.com.
Morton leading Glenbard South 29-14 with 4:42 to play. The Potters struggled offensively throughout that third quarter, but Tenley Dowell has picked it up again. Another bucket on the last possession. She now has 8 points and 6 rebounds.
Great job by Tenley Dowell getting to the rim, going right at Maggie Bear, pushing it in transition. She makes good decisions. She sees the floor extremely well. Didn't have anything, pulled it back and hit the cutter. And this last bucket again going right at Maggie Bear, who is not able to foul. She's got 4. That's a great job by the senior, understanding where the ball needs to go this late in the game.
8 points, 6 boards, 3 steals, 2 assists, 4 for 4 at the free throw line, and only 1 turnover. Morton's only turned it over 5 times all game. They forced 13. They've also limited Glenbard South to 1 offensive rebound, and there's a big 3 for Ellyn Cohen. She has 8. It's exactly what they needed out of that timeout.
They needed a quick shot. Yeah, we talk about the pace. They want to slow you down. Well, they can't slow you down. They've got to score. We've got close to 4 minutes remaining in this game, so they need quick shots.
Dollard. Frakes. And timeout Morton. They were about to lose possession. And Bob Becker standing right next to the official and called the 30-second timeout. Telling his players where he wants them to go. Maggie Bear is headed to Drake next year. She's doing everything she can despite foul trouble to keep the Raiders in this one. 4 points, 5 rebounds, and she's all over the court on defense too.
She does a good job anticipating passes. She's diving on the floor for loose balls. She's communicating with her teammates. She's got about close to probably 10 blocks in this tournament so far. Only 4 points, but when she has been able to break through that Morton box and 1, they're giving so much defensively. It's making it difficult for her to get looks, but when she gets open, man, we know she can score.
Well, you see that stat there too. She's only taken 4 shot attempts. Some of that's because of fouls, but a lot of that is the Morton defense not letting her get in a position to receive the ball down in the post.
Yeah, it's been a combination of both. You have a game like this when you're in foul trouble, you're never truly able to get in quite a rhythm offensively.
Lob it in for Dowell underneath. She goes right in at Bear, who blocks the shot, and then the foul is going to go against Morton. Big defensive stand by Maggie Bear.
I could watch those two go at it all day with Tenley Dowell going in there and understanding she wants the ball in her hands. Senior wants to go out with a state championship, and then Maggie Bear with the convincing two-handed block with 4 fouls.
That was foul number 4 as well on Krupa, the freshman. Cohen thought about another 3, but Dowell came out on her. Now Frakes deflects the pass and steals it. Sophomore with a big defensive play. Dowell. To Dollard. Extra pass to Krupa. Muscled it up and in for the bucket. The Morton sideline wants that to be the 5th foul on Bear, but it was a no call.
Morton does such a good job of the extra pass and the court awareness of their teammates as Glenbard South does respond with a quick bucket.
Beat him down the court that time. Bear found Will Harm for her first bucket of the day. Now Morton turns it over with 3:03 to play. 12-point game. And timeout, Glenbard South. Both teams had 3 timeouts left, so the Raiders use one here. 15 turnovers for Glenbard South, just 5 for Morton now, and the points off turnovers have been flipped. 12 for Morton and 2 for Glenbard South. With 3:03 left to go in this one, you see, Rachel, what the Morton Potters are looking for. Girls basketball teams in Illinois to win 4 titles in 5 years. Montini, Chicago Marshall, Dorothy Gators did it back in the 80s, still doing it now with back-to-back titles. Two topless in 86 to 1990. Morton has won 3 in the last 4. Each of the last 4 has been won by a Peoria area team, as Richwoods won it last year. And Morton's trying to join that exclusive list.
Yeah, exclusive list is right. I mean, if anybody who's grown up in Illinois or understands the kind of the landscape, those are some powerhouse names. And Coach Bob Becker's got his squad right up there amongst the ranks.
3 minutes left to go, 12-point game. Carr loses the handle, jump ball, and that goes to Morton. Courtney Jones dove right into the middle of that. The junior did everything she could to get that loose ball. Deering in, Krupa out. Now it's Dowell to control the pace. 3 fouls for both teams. Morton with 3 timeouts left. Glenbard South with 2, and Doler goes right around Bear but couldn't finish at the rim. Glenbard South picks it up. Dangerous pass underneath the basket. Cohen, no good. Put back is good. Wilharm with 4. 10-point game, 2:20 to go. Doler. Frakes passed up a shot there. Now Doler again. And a foul out front. That's on LaPonte. Twice this season, Morton was held under 50 points. They beat Richwoods 43-42 just down the road at the Shirk Center in the 3rd place game of the State Farm Classic. And then they won the 2nd game against Richwoods in the sectional final a week ago Thursday, 46-39. But right now, with 2 minutes to go, they're at 31. Great defensive effort by the Raiders. But Morton's still up by 10. And a foul. That'll be the 5th. Sellers picks up her 2nd. Peyton Deering, a striker on the Morton soccer team. She's probably taking more contact than that. Mixing it up out there. She'll play soccer here at Illinois State. Just a junior, though, for the Potters. 14 goals last year. She'll be ready to start soccer season as soon as they get done celebrating either a 1st or a 2nd place finish here today. And Dowell's fouled out front. That's on Cohen. That's her 4th. Bonus the rest of the way. They had to commit 3 fouls there in a hurry just to get to the bonus.
We've got 1 more to go, and as Morton continues to try and stall and take some time off the clock, Glenbard's going to have to get up there and try to make a play. Wasting too much time.
Deering straight in for the layup, so after that possession, about a minute, they end up getting a bucket. Deering, her 1st bucket of the day. Timeout, Glenbard South. They had to get Bear back in. They needed the ball to go out of bounds. They didn't want her to pick up her 5th, so she was out. But then they got to use a timeout just to get her back in the game. Morton student section, they're having some fun. They went with the wine out theme today. Both sides of the arena, they're ready to go. So we got the fat heads going. We got
all sorts of fat heads. Look at them. It was funny. Some of the girls were like, "My fat head looks purple. Why is my skin purple?"
Morton with the 12-point lead. They were up 14 after 1. 2nd quarter was Morton by 5, and then Glenbard South nearly pitched a shutout in that 3rd quarter, and now even here in the 4th.
And we can talk about Morton, and you know they're a minute 17 away from taken home another championship trophy, but you really have to be impressed with Glenbard South and what they have been able to do defensively. The way they play the game has frustrated Morton. They've held them close to 30 points below their average. They play a unique brand of basketball and very difficult to go against, very difficult to score against. But Morton's done a good job of remaining composed, holding that lead regardless.
In the corner for Cohen. Now Carr. They don't have time to dribble around and look for the perfect shot now, though. Down 12 with 1 minute to play. Driving in, Wilharm blocked by Krupa, playing with 4 fouls. And they will come up and foul LaPonte, fouling Dowell in the Morton faithful. You can feel it now. They're ready for a parade back down I-74 to the Potter Dome.
Tinley Dowell at the free throw line, a 75% free throw shooter. In a game like this, on this stage, you want the ball in her hands. She has been very poised.
8 for 8 in the super sectional at the free throw line. 4 for 4 today. And the Morton Potters making a couple subs. Deering, Krupa, Frakes come out. McKenna Boffman plays soccer as well. She's in there. Number 32, Olivia Remmert, number 21 is also in. Now we're going to get Bridget Wood. Catherine Ryman is in for Lindsay Dullard. Tinley Dowell makes this free throw. She's going to come out as well as Bridget Wood's waiting for her. And let's listen into the reception Tinley Dowell gets from this Morton faithful. Hugs for the coaches. Dowell about to be a 3-time state champion in 45 seconds. Bear for 3. No. Knocked out of bounds. Ready again, inbounds for Cohen. 3 balls off the mark, chasing down her own rebound to launch again. No good. Boffman gets it, and a held ball will keep it with Glenbard South.
Head coach Bob Becker sitting there with his daughter Maddie, who tore her ACL 30 seconds into the sectional semifinal game.
Maggie Bear comes out for the last time. You see the emotions on her face. She'll head to Des Moines and play at Drake University. But this weekend, like 3 others in the last 5 years, belongs to the Morton Potters. We'll get a foul here. Kat Carr helping Bridget Wood to her feet, and we're going to get Maddie Becker into the ballgame.
And Maddie Becker is going to check into the ball game with under 4 seconds remaining. He did this with his other daughter when they won the state title. She's going to get an opportunity to sub in, and
I think she's coming in for Wood to get other Raiders into the contest as well. Does that put pressure on Bridget Wood to make these free throws so that Maddie Becker can come into the game?
maybe a little bit. Still got some timeouts if you can call them, but
missed it, gets the rebound, and they'll dribble it out. The championship's headed back to Morton. Maddie Becker limps out into the court with her teammates, jumping up and down. The 4th time in 5 years, the 3A state trophy goes to the Potter Dome.
Great job, girls. Let's shake hands. Let's shake hands.
The seniors cap off a tremendous run. 24-1 in the postseason for the seniors in IHSA play, a third state title in 4 years. We've got our gift of hope assist of the game from this one as Morton wins 35-21, and it's Jones to Dullard to Krupa.
Great job reading the defense, dropping it down to that backside. Katie Krupa was big in these state finals in both games with her ability to finish around that basket. She's the future of this Morton Potter basketball team. We're going to be hearing a lot about Katie Krupa in the future.
We've got a 3-time state champion, our country financial player of the game, Tenley Dowell's over with Piper. Piper, take it away.
Absolutely right. I do have a 3-time state champion here with me. Now, taking home this another state title, what does this mean to you and your community?
I mean, it's just a great feeling for everyone. We all really wanted it this year, and I mean, having it 3 times like in my high school career is just so amazing, and especially like getting it in my senior year. It's just, everyone is just, and the community is great. Like, we've gotten so much support, and just like looking at the stands, like everyone knew that we could get it this year, and we got it.
Now, looking back on your high school career, what are you going to miss the most?
Definitely my teammates and everyone, like my coaches too, and just like this experience right here. Like, these are what we like worked hard for every practice and every game, and this is what we worked hard for it all year.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Congratulations. All right, and I'm going to grab Tenley's coach here, Coach Bob Becker. Congratulations. Now, you guys, you've been here a time or two. You've won a couple state titles already, but what makes this group special?
This group was just so much fun, and you know, last year they got beat in the sectional to Richwoods, and that was a bad feeling, but you know, the sign of a true champ, a kid that's going to persevere through life, is a kid that can get back up. And this team has been motivated from that day forward, and they really, really put a lot into it and invested so much. The chemistry of this team, the togetherness, they're just so connected. They're going to remember this forever. There's a true sisterhood with all 14 kids. I mean, they genuinely, you know, cheer for each other's successes. They want each other to do well. You know, they've got the it factor, but they've also got, you put the GR in front, and they've got that grit factor. So I'm really, really proud of this team.
Now, what do you hope some of your younger players, including Maddie, take away from this experience?
Well, I hope they realize that it's not as easy as some of these kids have made it look the past few years, that it's a lot of hard work. You know, the target goes right back on our back again, being the champs, and people, you know, this year we were a little bit of the hunter because we had to hunt down the last year's state champ in Richwood. So I kind of like that part a little bit. There's some maybe undue pressure. The expectations are crazy off the chart at our school, but our younger kids should be motivated to get in the weight room, to improve. Hopefully these guys that are on the team return and take some time to be a kid.
Now, how much were you thinking about putting Maddie in at the end there?
Well, I would have loved if we were up big and we could have put in, when we had the ball baseline out of bounds, kind of put her in the corner, maybe get a shot. I said even if it was the world's craziest air ball, I would have loved to have her on there, but this is good enough. She has surgery Tuesday. That part I'm trying not to break up with right now, because she's been an important part. Her teammates care. That's hard, because I went through it with Josie too, and yeah, if we got her on the floor, we got her on the floor, but she's been a big part of it.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Coach. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right, Nathan, over to you.
Thanks, Piper. Thanks and congrats to Coach Becker and Tenley Dowell as well. And let's jump in with the presentations of the awards and the trophies. Jeff Fritzen on the PA here at Redbird Arena.
Addison Scarlett. Lily Kerr. Maggie Gilmore. Emily Brenison. Sophie Lois. Jillian Holcher. Maddie Manker. Jalen Butler. And Victoria Ziegler. And now will Coach Klunick and the captains of Sacred Heart Griffin please step forward to receive the 4th place trophy. Sacred Heart Griffin fans, note there's a reception at East Campus at 5 p.m. this evening. Reception, East Campus, 5 p.m. And now meet the Roadrunners of Nazareth Academy, who finished the season in 3rd place with a final record of 32 wins and 4 losses. First meet Superintendent of Nazareth Academy High School, Deborah Tracy. Athletic Director Dennis Moran. Trainer Jessica Lutkus. Head coach Eddie Stritzel. Assistant coach Jeff Crayson. Assistant coach Dave Roseland. Manager Amanda DeCesar. Manager Julia Olander. Videographer Colleen Renahan. And your squad members Sophia Quilata. Giovanna Martinucci. Melissa Hadzik. Francesca Metz. Kaylin Evans. Lila Rodriguez. Caroline Workman. Annie Stritzel. Ashley Gamboa. Maggie O'Neill. And Sarah Brongiel. And now will Coach Stritzel and the captains of Nazareth Academy please step forward to receive the 3rd place trophy. At this time, please meet the Raiders of Glenbard South High School, who finished the season in 2nd place with a record of 27 wins and 8 losses. First meet the superintendent, David Larson. Principal, Sandra Coughlin. Athletic Director, Tim Carlson. Trainer, Eliza Slinker. Head coach, Morgan Euphrasio. Assistant coach, Stephen Gross. Assistant coach, Christina Schwemmen. Assistant coach, Tom Nussbaum. Statistician, Marv Brigg. Manager, Ziana Godbaldo. And the Raiders, India Lucas. Lauren Cohen. Ariana Calias. Jessica Sadorf. Naya Jones. Toriana Wilson. Kat Carr. Raquel Laponte. Iman Sellers. Ava Zelvaji. Gianna Coluzzi. Alex Wilharn. Bailey Cloutier. Maggie Baer. And Emily Reese. And now will Coach Eufrasio and the captains of Glenbard South High School please step forward to receive the second place trophy. Glenbard South fans, tonight, 6:30 p.m., a reception at the high school, 6:30 p.m. this evening. And now please meet the Potters of Morton High School, who finished the season in first place with a record of 33 wins and 3 losses. First meet Superintendent of Morton High School, Jeff Hill. Principal, Michael Gorley. Athletic Director, Scott Jones. Trainer, Katie Gavin. Head Coach, Bob Becker. Assistant Coach, William Davis. Assistant Coach, Megan Hassler. Assistant Coach, Brooke Bisping. And your squad members, Tinley Dowell. Maddie Becker. Courtney Jones. Raquel Frakes. Peyton Deering. Catherine Ryman. Megan Gold. Bridget Wood. Olivia Remmert. Lindsay Dullard. Claire Kraft. Katie Krupa. McKenna Boffman. Addie Cox. And now will Coach Becker and the captains of Morton High School please step forward to receive the first place trophy. Potters fans, 10:45 a.m. tomorrow, a parade and an 11:30 reception at the school.
The Morton Potters win it again. They've done this before. They make history, and they're ready for another party tomorrow morning. It's announced at 10:45. They know how to do that in Morton, Illinois, to celebrate a state championship. And look at that trophy. Maddie Becker's got her hands on it. Tenley Dowell's got 3, and we see these last 5 Class 3A state championships. They've all been in the 309 area code. Morton for 3. Then Richwoods last year, Morton again this year. And the road next year, let's say it's going to go through Morton and Peoria Richwoods again to get here to Redbird Arena.
Safe to say that as well. You see a lot of red on that screen, and both teams look to be pretty strong headed into the start of 2019 into 2020. So look at that.
Company they joined Montini with Jason Nichols. They did it earlier this decade. The Marshall Commandos, well, they've won back-to-back, so they could be on this list again, and maybe in 3 years, with Dorothy Gators continuing to roll in titles. And Tootopoulos was the first ever to win 4 in 5 years, 1986 through 1990 for the Lady Shoes. The Morton Potters are on there now. They've won 4 the last 5 state state championships, this time in 3A. So Tenley Dowell gets it done with 10 points in double digits again. Katie Krupa with 10. Morton wins it. And they finished 33-3 with the state championship at 35-21. There's more basketball to come from Redbird Arena. Back here tonight, the 4A third place game in the state championship will give way to Dave Bernhardt and Trish Babcock McGraw. They'll have the call of that one for you. For Russ Leonard, our entire crew out in the truck, Rachel Galligan and Piper Shaw, I'm Nathan Weaver. Thanks for watching girls 3A basketball on NBC Sports Chicago.